I'd like to start the bidding at priceless with a game called Oddworld Munch's Odyssey.
A game that's incredibly underwhelming at best and flat out terrible at worst.
And even though I only played Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus more recently, this game still captured my attention as a favorite and a classic.
The game itself isn't very good.
You might have seen a scene in a video game that was pretty amazing and inspirational to you. You might have even made some kind of fan art to show off, or a remix of your favorite song. But have you ever been inspired by something bad? I mean, besides being inspired to avoid said bad thing as much as possible. How does one feel something they dislike? Well, it would be through the help of one simple tool. Multiple perspectives.
Movement is super smooth, and you can move the stick with a different amount of force to make your feet squeak, take a nice stroll through the lower intestine, or sprint like your brother's disgusting egg crate lives depend on it.
The controls are horrible too. Movement is done with the left analog stick, and it's way too sensitive, making it difficult to walk in a straight line, something you should be able to do without even thinking about it.
Everyone is unique in their own special way, and one of those unique traits is being able to see the world through a different lens, offering unique outcomes that no one has ever thought of yet. This can be in the form of our imagination to create creative think pieces, as stated in Mission 1.
But there are a few reasons why this game has become one of my absolute favorites. First of all, the levels are so unique from one another that sometimes that load screen pops up with the title of the level, and I get so excited because I've been waiting for that level to come for so long.
There's now multiple loading screens you have to go through to enter new levels, which wouldn't be a problem, but Abe's Odyssey and Exodus literally didn't have visible loading screens apart from when you first launched the game.
However, while making your own creative art pieces great and all, it would be a shame if no one was around to notice it. Now, just to be clear here, you don't necessarily need to be seeking adoration to feel proud of an art piece you've made. How you feel is whatever you decide to feel. But with that said, most others want to show off their art piece when they feel they are finished with it.
The variety in the gameplay keeps things interesting without throwing out too many new mechanics that you have to constantly learn.
But where the game falls down is in the fact that there's almost no variety going from level to level. It's just a matter of clearing out the enemies, either by gathering a big group of Madokans and sending them in to attack, or by possessing an enemy and killing everyone that way. And even the environments you go through all look the same, and yet again have no build-up, basically making them lifeless open native areas where you travel from one facility to the next, or the facilities themselves, which are dark, boring, and dull metallic industrial areas.
Even posting updates on how their progress is going along. Sometimes it is interesting to see how an art piece looked at one point and how it compares to the final product. But regardless of how one publishes their work, people publish to see how it resonates with others. Many will say it's good, but there will always be others who feel differently about said art piece.
It's got so many goofy and ridiculous scenes, and this cutscene right before you start playing as Munch is where the game really tries to show you what kind of game it is. These characters have so much personality and simply ooze a tasty substance that you can't help but fall in love with.
Then when we're shown Vika's labs, the tone is just completely off, with these horrible looking new villains look really sinister and evil, basically being made into a joke instantly with these childish jokes and slapstick comedy elements that just fall flat.
These are what I find to be the more interesting parts when critiquing an art piece, as hearing the same praise over and over again can only yield so much input to work off of. The same can apply to something that is disliked by many, but there will still be at least a few who can find something to appreciate about the art piece. That's it for this mission. Check the description for your challenge. Good luck!